All right, we are back in your ear for another brand new episode of that Three-Wheel Bicycle podcast. You know we're coming out of Casper, Wyoming, a podcast that has nothing to do with bicycles, but it does have a lot to do with helping you. I'm your host, Stevie V, and sitting next to me,
Josh, and
we got a special guest in the studio.
Cyral Callender III. I'm also the owner of High Caliber Inspection here in Casper, Wyoming.
hell yeah.
And he's got a bunch more. We're going to get into him. We're going to get into him and his success story. And a bunch of, we got some new announcements. Yeah, just another wonderful show. We appreciate each and every one of you.
What's up?
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Let's do this.
We
Woo-woo.
we got off to a rocky little start there, I guess, but either or,
They
we're
don't know
here.
that. They don't
I
know that.
Yeah, that's true. But we do kind of go off of like how we stand on how we go live.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
We don't.
No, I know. I get it. Yeah, we don't edit. So
Yeah,
We don't edit. We just keep recording.
yeah,
You guys should do like a behind the scenes one of these times.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. They'd see that we don't edit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Sometimes,
just like, oh, I fucked up. Re-hit the record button.
Right.
yeah.
Start again.
We did go live on YouTube last week. I guess I didn't really set any of that up this week or anything, but
Right.
either or. I don't even think there was anybody that watched that. To be
I don't know.
honest
I
with
haven't
you.
checked that.
But
Does that stat even show up with the rest of them?
I want to shout out to the Middle of the Road podcast. Casey called me the other day, and we were actually talking about the whole numbers thing on there, and he even said the same thing with his show. He's like, I got people that actually like screenshot saying that I downloaded it, but it
Doesn't show it.
no, It was
Ooh,
be
I've
like.
been watching Suits, bro. Maybe we got something going on here.
I mean, it's possible.
Like all your
we
insights.
we need to hire Harvey.
Oh, shit. Him and Mike, they would run the show, man.
So I guess some of the quick couple announcements. Don't forget Arts in the Park, Mitchell, South Dakota. That event hasn't went on for 17 years.
Really?
Yours truly is going to be down there.
Nice.
I'm going to have a bunch of paintings. I'm going to be selling, like, I'm trying to leave with little to nothing.
Right.
So
I'm trying to be there too.
Gonna have the gear set up. We're gonna be doing interviews. Just it's gonna be a good time. There's car show. They're gonna have music, food trucks, obviously vendors. I'm super excited. Super.
When's that one going on?
July. Oh, gee.
Don't hit that button. Jesus.
July 27th, 28th, and the 29th.
Nice.
Yeah, super excited. It's going to be a good time. Lots of old friends are probably going to be there,
Yeah.
Super excited. As far as local stuff, shout out to Assault Roller Creek Derby.
Assault Creek
Yep.
Roller Derby.
Miss Mella Justed. Remember her? She was on the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So they have a summer bash going on July 27th through the 28th. 2 days of derby, 8 teams, 5-on-5 tournament, themed teams battle it out. Starts 10 to 6 o'clock. Doors open at 9.
At the Wagon Wheel.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Place out there in Mills.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Probably go check it out.
Dude, it's pretty badass, dude. We went to a show and I was blown away.
So this other
Blown away.
this the other thing that I like about them too is their flyers where they like, you know, kind of explain the roller derby thing if you haven't been there. Well, this one she sent me, which is really cool. So the Summer Bash is 8 teams, 5 skaters per team, 5 2-minute jams, most points wins, no call-offs, double elimination brackets, hard hits, endurance, strategy,
No
and lots
call-offs?
of fun.
What's no call-outs mean?
That means you
I'm
can't
not
be
sure.
like, oh, and then make them come out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No call-offs. If I'm looking for you, I'm going to get you.
Well, the one that we went to, that was the first one that I went to. He had like been to some before.
No. I had seen one before that. I
Oh,
just
gotcha.
knew a lot of people that were doing it.
Gotcha.
A lot of the females that were doing that, I had went to school with and shit. So I was always a supporter of it. I had never went and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one I had ever went to, and I was blown away.
It's a
fucking
fun
blew
time.
my
Have you
mind.
ever been to one?
No, I've seen a couple advertisements for it, but I've never actually went to it.
It's fun, dude.
I'd like to go check it out.
Dude, they were beating the shit out of each other.
Is it like that show, that like the '90s show? Did you guys ever watch that?
No.
That like
There's-
super intense. Like there's
Yeah,
got
no.
lamps and stuff on it.
That one was super wrestling style.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember.
Yeah,
And they
that
had the
was
big,
intense.
huge. We don't have big, huge inclines,
Oh, okay.
or you know what I mean?
It's just the flat ground.
Yeah,
out there?
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
just flat. But
Still probably.
I'm
intense.
telling you, when a motherfucker is coming around
Yeah.
and they're the one to be taken out, they don't fuck around. They take them out.
They go for it, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, oof, ow.
Don't
So
hurt me.
these you guys gotta make your pick too. So these are the
I gotta
team
make a
names.
pick.
Yeah, we're all gonna make a pick to see which one's actually gonna win
Okay.
the tournament.
Oh, okay.
She gave me the names of them. So these are the 8 teams that are going to be there. Jamel Toes, Goddess Skates,
Deep.
Hazards of Oz, Drama Llamas, the Mother Flockers,
Yep.
Bad Assets, Unicorns, and Skate and Bake.
Okay. Now, does it tell you where they're from?
Negative. It does not.
Okay.
They are color coded, but I don't think that really makes a difference.
No. I don't remember what Jackson was. Do you remember what Jackson Holes?
It was red, I think, because when
But
she
do
was
you
on.
remember what their name was?
I do not.
Anyways, we gotta like paper rock scissors to see who goes first, right?
Oh, not really. I was just gonna.
Well, you get to pick the first one because you know who's the best to pick.
Yeah, how do you
I
get the
have
first
no
draft?
idea.
You get the first
She
draft
just
pick.
said, yeah, in the first round. I'm going to say unicorns just because my kids love unicorns.
Well, you didn't want to.
Huh?
All right, fine,
What?
whatever. I was down to do some paper
Oh.
rock scissors, but
Good
that's
old
cool.
competition there.
Which one do you think?
I'm going for our team, bro.
Which
well,
one's
I'm
our
not
team?
allowed to go for our team.
You just got to pick from
These,
the names.
well, yeah, these are just random. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Oh, for a name for a team.
yeah, who was going to win the tournament?
Hazards of Oz.
Hazards of Oz. What is your pick, my man?
I'm gonna have to go with bad assets.
Sweet.
Who
Kinda
did
just-
Stevie pick?
Unicorns.
Corns, man.
Where are you? Did you time travel?
Dude,
We're still here, man.
well, how come we didn't get to pick our own home team?
What?
What is our home team's name?
Assault.
Yeah.
Assault Creek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're not in it because it's.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Cause I,
Yeah.
I,
That's
didn't,
what
I
I
don't
was
remember you
wondering.
listing their
Oh,
name.
gotcha.
That's what I was
Sorry,
wondering, too.
guys.
No worries. No worries.
But yeah. So I guess we'll see.
It's like, well, that's who I want to pick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be
David
able.
Casper.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to attend that one because I will be out of town, but I will be there in spirit.
I
Okay.
will also not be available.
All right. So we have, yeah, but we're there in spirits. So we have a wonderful guest. We're going to get into that. Man, I don't know about anybody else, but I love a good success story. And what I mean by that is when you're pretty much down and out, and then, you know what I mean? Recidivism is the word for it.
That's a big ass word there.
Good
Steve.
Yeah.
Good job, bro.
And you essentially, you say, fuck recidivism. You know what I mean? And you, what did that dude tell me one time? It's good to see you up and out. You know, it's good to see people up and out. And, yeah, do you just want to get into it, man? You got the floor, my dude.
All right, I'll take it. It's crazy to think that Wyoming's recidivism rate is actually at 70%. So basically 70% of people that get released out of the system, whether it's jails, you know, these different counselor centers, you know, CWCC, all these places, 70% of them, statistically wise, will end up, you know, doing the same thing that they did in the past that got them into that situation. So basically, like, I came from, hometown is Gillette. A little unfortunately sometimes. I mean, there's still some good stuff up there. I lived there went to high school and did all the different stuff through there. Played all the sports. Pretty much did all the off-season stuff just so that I could stay in shape for football, you know. That was my goal growing up. Well, in 2008, my mom ended up getting sick with leukemia at the end of it, you know. And so from 2008 to 2010, when she finally passed away, like, I started, you know, not playing sports no more. I started doing a bunch of different stuff that I didn't do in the past, you know, stealing beers out of my dad's cooler, and, you know, trying all these different things for the first time. And then around like middle of 2010, after she passed away in May, I ended up going up to North Dakota with my dad because I was starting to get into real deep stuff down here. Well, of course, wherever you go, you're going to find the same crew that you used to hang out with, you know. So I got up to North Dakota, went to school up there for like 2 weeks. I'm a senior at this point, you know.
Yeah.
Went there for like 2 weeks, found the people I wanted to find, got their numbers, and then I went off and doing my own thing, you know.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I went off the deep end up there for a long-ass time. I ended up going up to Portland, Oregon. It was actually Beaverton, Oregon, just right out, like a metro outside of Portland. And wanted to get my shit together. Well, I was out drinking with my buddy that I went up there with and one of his old buddies up there. And got all super wasted. You know, I'm 17 at this point, doing stupid things, so I have to impress these older dudes that I'm with, you know, try to fit in the crew, you know. And so, long story short, we end up getting arrested for breaking and entering and, like, property destruction. And like I said earlier, they have a 3-point system up there, so it's a Class A felony is, like, the worst. Class B felony is the, you know, mediocre felony, and then Class C is, like, just above a misdemeanor. Well, I got hit with the Class C felony at 17, just about to turn 18. This happened in January. I would have turned 18 in May. And so they put me in they put me on this probation. I was on it the whole time. And that semester actually was just about to start after I got those charges. And so I was like, okay, I got to get my shit together, you know. So I went back to school up there, ended up graduating because down here we need like 28 credits to graduate, right?
Okay.
Somewhere down there.
Yeah, yeah.
28 or 26. Well, up there you only need like 22. So I was like,
okay.
I just did gym class to work out, and then like two different classes just to get credits for it.
Yeah.
And so then I graduated in 2012. Well, everything fell through. 8 months later, I haven't even met my probation officer yet. I tried to call them. I tried to email her, everything, just to let them know, like, hey, I got to leave. I'm trying to try to get an interstate compact to go back to North Dakota with my pops, you know. because I didn't have a place to go anymore at that point. And
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm emailing her. I think I sent her like 20 emails, man. Called numerous times. She was never in the office. The second I buy a bus ticket and I'm on my way to a 3-day trip, let it be known, 3-day trip to Williston, North Dakota on a freaking bus, dude. It was ridiculous.
Oh, you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, dude. As soon as we
You
get
can't
across the
leave
border,
the state.
yeah, we get into Spokane, Washington. She calls me and she's like, "Did you just leave the state?" I was like,
how the fuck did you know that?
I've literally been trying to call you
Yeah.
for like the last fucking 3 months, dude. So then, of course, I get a warrant out of there.
Damn.
It's non-extraditable except like Washington, Montana, like surrounding states, basically, and like Kansas. Like I don't understand why it'd be all the way over there, you know?
Because
Them
lots
tornadoes.
of people.
Yeah.
No, it's because tons of people go to Kansas. I don't know why. I don't know if there's some kind of study somebody's done. I
Right.
bet you somebody could look it up, post it to our shit. Let us know.
Like the West Side leaving to Kansas. I think we're in
There's
Kansas
some.
anymore.
No, that's a thing.
Really?
They're like, I'm going to fucking Kansas. That's where Dorothy was.
Yeah.
They can't find nobody in Kansas.
She went to the Wizard of Oz, man.
yeah.
Maybe we can get there too.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is get in a tornado.
I just got to go out in Kansas. There ain't no cops in Kansas.
Yeah. So what happened? So did they like violate your parole and all that then?
Yeah, basically. But so like I said,
Dang.
it's not non-extraditable.
Yeah.
So I get back to North Dakota. I'm like, man, I got this felony warrant out of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I just better not go back to the West Coast, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll stay over here in the Midwest, whatever. And so, of course, I get back there. I'm so proud of myself. I graduated high school. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just doing something for myself. Well, then, whoop, right back down into the hole of where I was at before I left, you know?
It's easy. It's not hard to do, man.
No, it's like I said, you know a certain amount of people in a certain area.
Yeah.
You're going to find them every single time you go back. And so I'm jumping between North Dakota and Gillette. I'd go down to Gillette for a weekend, party it up like crazy, and then have someone drive me back to North Dakota so I could try to work. So my dad had his own company up there, you know.
Oh,
It
okay.
was Black Gold Services. He's doing like roustabout and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
So 2015 hits in that recession. Actually, no, 2013 is when it started slowing down really bad. So he ended up having to he had this RV park up there. So I was doing like side jobs, like running new water lines and heat tape on people's trailers so that they didn't freeze over and all that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting $900 a trailer, man. He had like
Nice.
50 trailers in there. So it's a nice little side gig, you know.
Yeah.
Except being underneath old ass trailers, that's the only thing that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought about that kind of shit at the time when all that crazy shit was going on up in Williston.
Yeah.
And you guys can look it up. Everybody knows. Or if you haven't heard of it, check it out, dude.
Write it down.
Williston used to be crazy.
Mm.
It was like a third world country. It was.
Honestly.
Literally.
It was like 10-to-1 ratio for men to women.
Dude, it was insane. I lived in places where I was scared.
Oh, absolutely.
I went to Kuwait before. Yeah. Williston was a scary freaking place to be.
I straight up, you know
back in the day.
that strip club?
Well, it's not even back in the day. There was the.
I can't remember what the name was. It's off the top of my head right now.
Trader Joe's.
No, there was Hearts. It wasn't called Hearts. It just had a big ass heart.
Yeah, and just right above it is on like that main road, or you turn off that main road right there, and it was off to the right.
Yep.
The parking lot was in the back.
Yep.
I straight up watched a guy get his belly slit open with a box
Oh,
cutter,
yeah.
man.
Damn.
It was intense. Everything's all
was
falling out.
Oh.
Dude, it
Did you
was-
hightail it out?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. I was in a 99 Durango, and I got that thing up. I didn't think it'd go that fast.
Dude, it was gnarly. And
Yeah.
the main problem with what was going on there is that they have an Amtrak system.
Yep.
They have the train coming in there. And they have the train coming, and you can come from Chicago or wherever. And all the oil companies were sending out all these, I don't know what you call them, emails, whatever the fuck. They were sending it out to all these states.
Yep.
That a bunch of people that they knew that had homeless people and shit. And they're like, we're sending this shit out to let all these homeless people know. You can ride the fucking train for a couple hours, get down to here to fucking Williston, and we'll pay you fucking $35 an hour to fucking brush fucking oil off a fucking end of a pipe.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, Key Construction was doing they would fly you anywhere in the world or anywhere in the nation for 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and they would fly you back up, fly you back to wherever you wanted to go, every single time.
Right.
It was crazy,
right,
man.
but that's how that shit got built in Williston, dude. If that train wouldn't have been there, it wouldn't have been as bad.
No.
I mean, it still would have been. Casper is the same fucking thing. Casper was a boom town. That's why I was born here and not born in Wisconsin.
Right.
My dad fucking came here in the 80s when shit was like, oh, you got to go to fucking Wyoming if you want to make some money as a welder or as a person that gives a fuck and wants to give their all into a job.
Well,
and
the Jonah
that's
Field
how shit was back then.
The Jonah Field back in the 80s, that's when it was really popping off. When they were just wildcat and everything.
Right. And my dad came here as a welder. He was like, I know how to weld shit.
I can put some
my
stuff
dad
together.
fucking made a killing, and
Yeah, man, it's North Dakota was crazy. We always had this joke up there is, you know how there was no trees anywhere, but there'd be like random little plots of trees, like maybe 4 or 5 somewhere out in this field. Well, they always said the pretty women were hiding behind the trees because there's no fucking trees, right?
I remember the first time my boss brought me up to Williston. We started a new machine shop, so I had to install all the pipe handling equipment that we just built.
Right.
We were pulling into town at like 3 in the morning, and all I could see was fire all around me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's all fucking burn off from all the rigs. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I had never seen shit like that. It was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, those flare stacks?
Yeah, all
dude,
the flares.
everywhere.
I was like, dude, the whole fucking place is on fire. What the fuck? Where am I going?
You can actually see that from
Dude,
space.
we pull into town.
Yeah.
Dude, we pull into town, and there is literally fucking people sleeping on the side of the fucking highway in sleeping bags. I'm like, yeah, I'm going home. Fuck you, bud. What did I come here for?
Yeah, no shit.
It was shit, dude. Straight up.
I went to Kuwait and didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Kuwait, huh?
Yeah, for real. I was scared when I landed.
Right.
They got big pictures of, this is the sheriff and the guy that runs this company or this country. And, yeah.
Was it literally like on every single corner? His big old picture?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
everywhere you look.
That's crazy. Or
Yeah,
like the
to remind you.
Ayatollah Khamenei in Iran.
Yeah, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
So that kind of freaked me out. No, I was way more scared to be in fucking Williston.
Oh, dude, it was nuts
At that
up there.
point in time. No fucking way, dude. I'll go there right now. No worries.
Yeah.
When
But
it was fucked up like that,
2010 to like 2015 when shit hit the fan.
dude, that
That
shit was
wild,
fucking
wild
insane,
west.
dude.
See, I heard stories, but I never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Made it over that way, I guess. Well, let's see. Yeah.
Dude, motherfuckers
I
were
never-
sleeping in the bar ditches, literally.
Damn, dude.
Literally.
Hotels were maxed out.
But
Apartments
dude
were maxed
had
out.
fucking $26 fucking $100 in his pocket.
Yeah.
Sleeping in the bar ditch.
A fucking bunch of dope on him, probably, too.
So I can ride a
absolutely.
fucking
Yeah, everywhere.
Amtrak train to Williston from Chicago. Oh shit. There's people laying in the bar ditches with money. Oh, fucking here we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, they'll stack up
You
cash
see
during
what
the
I'm saying?
summertime. Stack up cash in the summertime, go back to Chicago and live like it's
Right?
like they're kings.
Yeah,
they don't
it
wanna
was
deal with that
fucking-
winter.
It was gnarly.
You know, it was funny. I was talking to that one kid I work with today. When I was salesman up at Casper Mount Motorsports, like right around like that era or those years.
Same time,
all those kids would come in and just like fucking drop. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then,
like, I just got back from Willis.
I want to be like, you know what I mean? I wanted to be like, you realize that like the oil field doesn't always last. Yeah, like, and unfortunately, you know, your shit's probably gonna get repoed, yo. But hey, thank you.
Thanks for the commission.
Right.
Yeah. Damn right. Tell all of your buddies.
Yep.
So you got a podcast? You were doing the podcast thing too, right?
Yeah, I can get back into the
promote
rest of the
your
story.
shit, bro.
Touche. Yeah.
So I think it was 2022, I graduated with my bachelor's of science in health and wellness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, not necessarily close to, not really close to a doctor.
That's our studio audience.
Hey, all right. I dig it.
We tell them to shut up. They do.
Yeah, just put the quiet sign
let
up.
them. Yeah, we let them. You know, we kind of feed them here and there.
But I mean, I never would have thought I could do 4 years of school like that. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I barely made it through high school.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was pretty cool. But then I got my diploma, and I was like, oh man, did all that for this piece of paper? But anyway, so I decided I wasn't going to try to open like a health and wellness clinic or anything here in town. I decided I was going to do more of just like online portfolios and stuff. So I started a website when I was doing my capstone at the end of my bachelor's degree. So that's calendarhealth.fitness. I got like 62 different blog posts on there. I got to organize it a little bit easier so you could just kind of scroll through whichever one you find.
Well, I'm going to take your link tree link and put it down in the show notes.
Yeah, everything's on there, man. And then after that, I got a nice little fancy mic like these ones here. Started doing a little podcast with Anchor because I could just I could take my blog posts from my website, put it onto Anchor, and then I could just go through there and kind of put it all onto a podcast. So that one's Health and Wellness Repertoire. It's only on Spotify. I tried to get it on Apple, but it was, I don't know, somehow it wasn't connecting with Anchor to Apple.
It takes a while.
Yeah. It's
very frustrating.
Yeah.
Stevie knows.
Yes. Dude, that whole sequence it's rough, man. Like with Spotify, you could just literally it'll upload almost instantly. So yeah, that's my podcast. I got different posts or episodes, I guess you want to call them. It's just me kind of riffing on some different educational aspects that I learned over the years.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to get. I bought this whole setup like you guys got here to try to get guests to do and everything. But like I said, we had our kid. She's super young. Got to get her to where she can just chill out for a minute so I can do something like this.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when you get her kicked on again.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be a guest.
Yeah, all right.
Got you, bro.
Yeah.
Another question I was going to ask you. You earlier were talking about how you went to like the Yes House and stuff like that and talked with the juveniles.
Yep. So it's so there's this place or like this program here in Casper. It's the Mirror program. Have you guys heard of it?
No, but I am very interested.
It's actually it started in the penitentiaries.
Okay.
And like the honor farm and stuff to where basically the gist of it is different inmates would talk to newer incoming inmates about how to like process your situation and all this different stuff, And so then it kind of branched out here. One of the ladies that still works for the probation and parole here in town. She actually ended up reaching out to me and asked me if I wanted to join just because I was a star probationee, I guess you can call it.
Right.
So they reached out to me and they're
you got a star, dude.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. I didn't get no star.
I still got it on my piece of paper at the house, my discharge papers hanging on the fridge. But so she reached out to me, and so I went and met up with them, kind of had to fill out some paperwork or different things. Like, you can't cuss, you can't do all this different stuff. Okay. And you can't talk about this because you might trigger them. And so I started going up to JDC every other Saturday and just talking to the kids up there. And I'd basically just get up there for an hour. They basically gave me like a 2-hour time period, and I would eat that 2 hours up like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Just kind of reiterating my story and just kind of where I came from, how I got myself out, and where I'm at now. And of course, the story still continues at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm still adding things to it. You know? But the cool thing about it is, so I ended up meeting this kid down there at JDC. Well, I guess he went up to Gillette and ended up getting arrested up there. Well, the Yes House up there, I can't remember what the Yes House stands for, but it's like basically like a youth crisis show, like kind of like YCC down here, you know. And so I went up there, and I had like a 2-hour presentation up there as well. Well, that kid actually ended up being at that presentation too. Oh. And so I was in this gym with all these different kids, you know, just kind of reiterating my story with them again. And at the end of it, he went straight to like their not supervisor, like the head guy of the Yes House, and was like, "Hey, I know we're supposed to get back to our bunks or whatever, but can I go talk to this guy really quick?" And so they ended up coming.
That's badass.
Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is, dude.
And so I got in contact with him, you know, talked with him for a little bit. Well, he was inspired from that first time that he seen me in JDC, and ended up starting up his own little thing, you know, I can't remember exactly what he called it, but it was like Crazy Donuts or something like that. Okay. And they had one of the shops up there in Gillette make a bunch of sweaters and like shirts and hats and different things. Yeah, dude, it was super cool. And so they were trying to like sell those at like different events up in Gillette. And so, of course, I bought like 4 of them just to help support.
Of course,
get them off the ground. And that was pretty cool. It's things like that kind of helps keep me going.
Yeah,
not get to those situations again, you know, put myself back in that hole that I used to be in.
Yeah, word. And, you know, it's crazy that, like, well, crazy, super cool how the universe works, I guess. Right. Because, well, I think Josh has heard me talk about this before, but, like, I've always wanted to, like, you know, like, help the younger kids, too, kind of, you know, like how you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's not all about, you know what I mean? Sitting behind that fucking, you know, birds belong in cages. Right. You know what I mean? It's not cool to wear the same shit all the time. Mm-hmm.
You get 2 uniforms for a whole week.
Yeah. And you smell farts all the time. Gross.
Got dust bunnies.
Yeah.
I never went to prison. Been to jail. Shitloads.
Yeah. Jail sucks too.
Never got to go to fucking prison, which I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I just didn't like having to fucking shit in front of another motherfucker.
That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Or sit there while motherfucker decided to eat nothing but the fucking fake chili bullshit off commissary and shit for 2 hours. Or I'm trying to sleep.
Or ramen noodle. Man, I can make a mean
spread. I
wrap
my whole face.
Dude, we should all get together and do that shit.
Wrap my whole fucking face in motherfucking towels and the sheet and every fucking thing I had, and I could still smell that shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's courtesy flush, man. Some people don't know what that is. Flush when the first one hits. You know?
There was, man. Well, this was up on the hill in Sioux Falls. There was this dude. He was a shot caller for the Crips.
Okay.
And well, I was there just on a parole violation, so I'm gonna get shipped out somewhere else. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, the dude that was with me, he ended up getting punked out pretty hard.
Oh shit!
And like left. Well, then it was just, you know, little old Stevie V, right. And one dude's like, "Hey, will you let me, you know, can I sell up with you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be out of here after a while."
You ought to watch Suits, bro.
And the one time, what really tripped me out was when we went to Chow, and that motherfucker's like, "Hey, watch my back because there are people that are fucking looking for me right now," and all that shit. And I'm like, "Oh my God, okay, all right, I got you." But this is the crazy thing though. So one morning, all of a sudden, dude gets up, puts the sheet up thing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And all of a sudden, the fucking bed starts moving. And I'm like,
Oh,
this motherfucker, man. Hell no. I
Was he on the top or bottom?
he was a bottom bunk.
Okay.
Still, but I'm like, dude, you can wait, man.
Wait till I get out to the yard, man.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Anywho, that took a weird turn. But anyway,
Hey, it always takes a weird turn.
yeah.
Man.
But no, I really do think that is really badass that you're helping the youth with essentially trying not to do the same shit that you did.
Well, honestly, man, when I was locked up, I had this theory that here in small town Wyoming, there's not enough for adolescents to do. So my goal was to try to either create something for adolescents to do on a daily basis, or like I have been doing, just going up and talking to them. Not like I'm a superior or anything.
Yeah.
I'm an equal with them.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was growing up, like, oh, I don't need a therapist. They don't know what I've been through. They just know what's out of a book, So that was always the thing that beat me up. So I wanted to kind of, and my justification of not liking authority was pretty slim,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like the aspect of authority trying to tell me how to live my life.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what I was going through.
Yeah.
They don't know the pain I was going through, And so my goal is to, when I'm talking to them, is just kind of, not necessarily stoop to their level, but get eye to eye with them, just kind of, okay, this is where I was at when I was your guys' age. This is where I ended up going to. I ended up getting locked up, going to prison. I was glad I was only 24, so I was able to go to the boot camp, but so I had 9 to 18 years over my head, so I was able to get that shortened, 5 years probation. That's why I was like, okay, I'm walking the straight line.
Yeah,
right
word, dude. Yeah.
But I can give you the details of that. But it's, like I said, I just wanted to build not necessarily an organization or a corporation or anything like that. I just wanted to build some stable things for adolescents to do, to go to, to hang out, not to, because Gillette was boring when I was growing up. There was Sports Zone, they had like indoor putt golf and like all the big old arcade system. That was cool. Well, then, it got shut down. So then now we have nothing else to do. We ride our bikes around, create havoc.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I grew up. Yeah, I grew up here,
thing.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys you lived here your whole life, but when I moved down here, when I got out of boot camp, there was so much more for me to see. Like I've been to Casper. I've been around here. I know a lot.
Okay.
I know a few people down here.
But just from Gillette to Casper, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
It's night and day. Like there's, you can
100%.
go up to the mountain if you want to. You can drive 40 minutes, go to a lake. Another 20 minutes to another lake. And
I call Casper downhill from everywhere, man. I lived in Arizona.
Yeah.
I've lived in Colorado. I've lived in Virginia when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I lived in Wisconsin.
All over the place, huh?
I want to come back here.
Every time. It's
fucking perfect.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
There's not too many people. There's fucking...
Yeah.
But still
like
enough,
he said, I can go right to the fucking mountain. I can go to the lake. I can go wherever. You go to, like, Texas or somewhere, everything's fucking owned.
Yeah.
You can't just go down the road and go to the fucking woods.
Yeah.
And fuck off.
Well,
Somebody owns that land.
Well, the cool thing about it is the bike trails around here are perfect. So I can go on my 10-mile runs or my 20-mile run or bicycle rides, all this different stuff, So it's got the infrastructure for somebody that's nice and fit,
Yeah, for sure.
Or even just going for a walk. But in Gillette, you try to get on a sidewalk up down there, you got people honking at you, even though they're a mile away from you.
Yeah.
There's rocks all over the sidewalk. You can't ride a nothing on there, basically. Skateboard, nothing.
Yeah. Well, and it just, like, goes around.
Yeah, dude, everything connects at some point.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has gotten a little bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
But
well, there's a lot of shit going on around there right now.
In Gillette?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's always something going on in Gillette. I mean, there.
I just mean energy-wise.
Oh,
there's a lot of...
Dude, that's the thing. Like you say, you always want to come back to Casper. when I go up there to see family, I'm like 5 miles from Gillette, and I just feel a cloud come over me, dude. As soon as I'm pulling in there, my chest gets all tight. I'm like, oh, I see a cop. I'm like, oh, did he arrest me before? Every time, man.
I remember that when I first came back to Casper. It was like, oh.
Yeah. And so I'll literally go up there for a weekend, and by Sunday morning, I'm like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I got a lot of people that I love up there in Gillette.
Yeah.
My family's there. You know, I got some good friends up there, but it's just not for me anymore, you know?
You know, I hate to say it, you know, same thing. That's how I feel about, like, Mitchell and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I love everybody that's there, but, like, when you go there, it's just different.
Yeah. You feel different.
Yeah.
You think different. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Anyway, are you guys ready to have your mind blown over the igloo cooler lid
Let's do it.
hack?
Okay.
So the other day I seen this video, and this guy took the lid off of his igloo cooler, and on the inside top of it, there's a little screw. You unscrew it, fill it up with water, you throw it in your freezer. Now you got ice, dude.
And nothing gets wet? No way. I think I got one at the house right now. I'm going to have to try that.
I did. We got one, and I'd looked, and it is a newer one or whatever, but it's got it. That's the only one, but I'm rocking igloo from now on.
Yeah. I got the cube one.
And cold.
The wheels.
Cold sinks.
Cold, yeah. So then it can just...
Yeah.
Then you don't have wet boxes, you know.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I mean, and everybody's all about the Yetis. Not today.
No, I'm not.
It's the name, dude.
No,
It's the
I
name.
am not. Yeah, I am not about it. I'm not even about the fake Yetis.
Yeah.
They're still $200. I'm like, fuck you.
Last night
I go buy a styrofoam cooler. That motherfucker lasts me 3 days if I'm smart.
Yeah.
Put it in the shade. It's good to go.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty indestructible, though. One of my dad's buddies rolled his four-wheeler with his strap to the back of it. The four-wheeler rolled over it like 3 times. And he opened it up, still opened up. He grabbed a beer. He's like, beer's good.
That's funny. So our friends across the pond in
Australia?
the zone. Yep. In the Zone Traffic Controllers podcast wanted to know what road construction and traffic control is like here in the United States.
We don't live in a very good spot. I drive a lot, so I don't know. Everywhere that I go to that's like a city, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Dude, it's here in Wyoming, we have 2 seasons, winter and road construction. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Yeah.
I was seeing this one from Switzerland. They literally would drive these temporary bridges up. They would seclude one lane for a minute, and they would put these temporary bridges up, raise them up like 12 feet, and then they would do all the road construction underneath that bridge so that traffic can actually continue to flow instead of just using one lane. They have the 2 lanes.
Wow.
Yeah. Completely nuts, dude.
Yeah. That's pretty insane.
A little advanced.
Yeah, no, we
I mean,
in Wyoming?
I mean, I guess when you drive in road construction, 9 times out of 10, there's one guy doing something and everybody else is watching.
Yep.
I mean,
Typical city job.
Yeah.
I will say the company that's been doing them bridges downtown, they've been fucking around.
Oh, yeah.
They've been getting shit done.
They finally swapped it over to the other lane now.
Yeah. But yeah, I, as far as like I said, I don't know about you, but I'd go a lot of different places for work in Texas and Oklahoma, all the oil field fucking places.
Right.
And I hate driving anywhere that's not here.
Dude, well, even Denver, you get past Fort Collins, there's been road construction there on the interstate for years, man.
Oh, yeah, since I was a kid.
Yeah, dude, I can always remember there's road construction there.
Yeah.
Ever since
if you get on I-25 at Fort Collins and continue I-25 past Boulder,
yep,
it will take you 6 hours.
absolutely.
Guaranteed. It only says 2, but it'll take 6.
And it just pisses people off even more when you're in that road construction.
You just got to buy the pass for the E470.
Yeah. Dude, so the first time that I went on the E470 when they had the new system or whatever, so I got this letter that said you're past due on your last transit through E470, right?
Right.
And so I got that letter, and it's like, well, I didn't even get like a notification letter. What the hell?
Yeah.
The next day, I got the first letter, like the one that was notifying, hey, you need to pay this by this date or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got the past due balance, which ended up being like,
before you got the original.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up getting like a $15 surpass fee or whatever because I didn't pay it in time.
Right.
And so I just signed up and got the little tag. They shipped it to me, so
nice.
Just so I can get out to the airport.
Yeah, we got them on our work trucks. Is like no piss around. And when it says you can get into the express lane, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'll always take that express lane now. We're actually trying to plan a trip down to Denver here, I think at the end of this month or mid next month. Just to get out of town for a little while. Work's been crazy. Seems like oil field's kind of slowing down a little bit, so we're gonna,
Have you been to the new Boondocks?
I have not.
I heard there's one down by like Boulder or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they opened a new one.
Okay, maybe we'll have to swing through there. Have you guys tried out? So we've done the aquarium, the zoo, the National History Museum, all those different places.
Yep.
Have you guys tried out that new? I think it's something weird. It's like
I know
Meow.
Meow Wolf or whatever.
Yeah, Meow Wolf.
I have not.
Dude,
we haven't.
Dude,
Kylie was actually down there and she checked it out and she was sending me some pictures. Dude, there's
insane,
man. I would not want to go in there and if, back in the day when I'd eat all those mushrooms, I would not want to go through that place, man. I would not come out the other end.
I would want to.
Yeah.
That'd be intense.
Yeah, I mean, it is almost like an acid trip. I don't know, because I haven't, just looking at the pictures.
Yeah,
I guess,
videos and pictures and shit. Yeah, it looks intense.
Yeah, I would love to go there. I've been a fan of that shit since I lived in Pacosa Springs, Colorado, down in Four Corners, which is, I don't know, 2.5 hours or some shit from Santa Fe.
It's like Southwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But Santa Fe is where the original one started.
Oh, okay.
And I lived there for a long time and was like, oh, fuck, I want to go there so bad. And yeah, I never ended up doing it.
The only time I've ever been to like...
Yes, sir.
The only time I've ever been to like... so I've been to Vegas once, and that was amazing.
I've never been to Vegas even.
Dude, so I went down there just to... have you guys ever heard of Millennium? It's like electronic music, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he's more of a lyricist with electronic behind it. Yeah, it's good music, man. But so I went down there for my first concert, and Vegas is awesome, dude. I ended up just kind of strolling through all the different casinos and shit, and went to New York. They had all these different craps tables.
Really?
With like 25 cent, $1, $5, and then like a $20 or $25 one. Well, I just recently played it over in Deadwood, so I was like, oh, I'm a master at this,
Yeah,
So I go to the $5 one, and I end up winning like $750, $760, dude. So the whole thing was basically just paid for me.
Nice.
So my whole trip was basically paid. I think I only paid for gas in the hotel because I paid for that previously,
Right.
But I got like the cheapest hotel there. I think it's like Stardust or something like that.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember. I was there for a week, but it was for like work, related stuff. And I was actually on paper at the time, so like I couldn't really do anything.
Right.
And that's what was really crazy too, is like, not that I did, but like when I got back, man, I could have swore she was going to UA me or something. You know what I mean? Just like nature type shit, but no. But anyway, so it's going to lead into the next thing, which is amazing. So the hotel I was staying at, right next door at the building, old Trumpster was having a rally there.
Oh, nice.
Holy moly. there was a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I mean, as far as old Trump goes, he got shot in the ear yesterday.
Yeah, he definitely got some street cred last night.
Yeah.
That's what I heard from you guys.
Oh, I heard about it when I got to baseball yesterday. I thought
don't-
they were joking.
I don't pay attention.
I know my dad's old lady ends up messaging me, and she's like, "Hey, prayers for Trump and all this different stuff and his family." I was like, "What do you mean? Like, are you misspelling Trump or like
Prayers?
Yeah,
What, he got his ear shot?
yeah, exactly, dude. So I'm like,
Dude.
no way. We're at the park with the kids, so I like Google, did Trump just try to get assassinated, or did he get assassinated or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's showing like his right ear got shot off and all this other stuff, and he's like got his fist in the air with all these Secret Service agents around him. I was like, "Oh shit, that actually did happen."
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay.
I seen another like video too, like how the ATF were there and the FBI and all this stuff. Well, you know
Yeah.
how conspiracy stuff.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
yeah,
there was a
yes.
conspiracy by 9:00 last night.
Oh, I
that
would.
he planned it. He set this whole situation up. Like, I've heard it all already.
There was
course.
there was one that I seen where so when he was giving a speech, there's like a building that's like right next to it, and there's like snipers up on it.
Yeah, like back to his right
Yeah.
behind him. Yeah,
That's about as far as I've watched, like, of any of the videos or whatever. But you know, everybody's like, "Oh, they were pointing right at him." And,
yeah, I seen that.
you know, it's like, well, I mean, who knows anymore?
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Stuff
It's
spread.
all
Dude,
bullshit.
dude, so that happened at like 6:30 last night. People were already trying to plug like shirt designs and hat designs
Oh,
by
yeah.
like 7:30.
Yeah.
An hour later, dude. Like,
Dude.
come on.
They're trying to make
I mean,
people
maybe
feel bad.
maybe
for
that's what we should do after this.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's all a bunch of bullshit. People are so fucking daft and
Gaslighting.
naive anymore
Mm-hmm.
that you put something on their phone, they're gonna fucking believe it.
Oh, I got
Period.
that from Reddit. It's got to be real.
Dude, it
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
showed up. Oh, look, it says the government fucking put this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Cool.
was I seen, well, this is back in South Dakota. One of the teachers at one of the schools there in Sioux Falls,
Yeah.
she had posted, "Oh, too bad they didn't aim like a little higher or something like that."
To the right a little more. Or
Yeah, something like that. And then they screenshotted her profile and blasted her. And like,
Well, you still can't say that, man.
Well,
you can't, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an American. It's
But-
still a president. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck who the president is.
He's
You
45th
can't be like,
president.
I wish they'd have shot him in the head.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I mean, why would you wish death upon anybody, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That is
Exactly. He's a fucking weird ass motherfucker. I don't wish that he was our president. I don't wish the dude that is our president is our president.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't fucking believe in any of it. I think it's all a bunch of bullshit.
It's like the worst of two evils, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which way does the scale
They
balance?
just want to split motherfuckers up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want everybody to fucking get together because of the one fucking reason of if everybody gets together, we have the right to overthrow the government.
Well, the thing about it, too, is like you were saying, they spread all this different misinformation and stuff. Within like 20 minutes after it happened, somebody had already made a post about, or not a post, like an article about how it was this Chinese national that came
Oh,
across
yeah.
the border.
Oh yeah.
And then it turns out it's just some young
Dude,
20-year-old kid that,
Dude,
like,
it's fucking ridiculous. It's the fucking phones. It's
Yeah.
the social media. It's, you can fucking say whatever you want. Nothing's real anymore.
I mean, that's
My
why the
parents told me,
simulation's coming.
my grandparents told me when I was a little kid, believe half of what you see, half of what you read, and none of what you hear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell
Half
you
of
what.
what you see, none of what you hear.
I tell you what. I really wish that AI still stood for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree with that,
Yeah.
even though I didn't like him. But, yeah.
What? You never
I was
liked-
not an AI fan. I was not a fucking Neon Dion fan. I wasn't a fan of any of the look at me motherfuckers. You
The
know.
showboating guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always a fan of like fucking Sean Kemp.
People that just got stuff done.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speaking of Showboat, did you watch that Diaz fight?
I didn't get to watch it. We were that was what, 2 weeks ago or last weekend?
I think.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I seen some highlights of it. Man, those guys were going at it.
Oh yeah.
Threw the most punches in that fight, I think. And
It was
in
a real
history,
fight
right?
this time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was
going.
intense.
They were going at it. I just didn't care for Diaz's like the showboating constantly. I mean, he's always been a favorite of mine and everything, but it's like, all right, dude, come on now.
I know.
Right.
He's
You're
got
getting older.
he's got you. He's got you right now.
Right.
That was kind of like Anderson Silva too.
I
Like
didn't see
towards
the
the end
fight.
of his career, he was always doing that same showboat and like getting down on the ground. Like, and I still love Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He was an amazing fucking fighter. But it was nuts because he would just start tapping the ground, like kind of coming towards
Yeah,
him.
being all weird and shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember that.
That's why Justin Gaethje, I think, is one of my favorite fighters now because he's professional. He gets it done. Same with like Dustin Poirier. He gets the job
I would
done,
agree with that.
and he walks out of that cage, and he's satisfied whether he wins or he loses. you
Yeah.
know?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Those two right there are probably like the truest, like mentality wise, I guess. But I don't know. I still wish Khabib was still in here just because I feel like he kind of. But who knows? Maybe the talent level has actually risen enough to where Khabib could potentially lose more than just one round in his whole career. Who knows?
Was Anderson Silva? That's the big lanky dude, right?
Yeah, the spider.
Yeah. What was that other dude? He was fucking little.
BJ
He
Penn.
was.
Ooh, that's who
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
Dude, he was a
a
bad
psycho,
motherfucker,
dude.
dude.
Licking the blood off
Bad
his gloves
motherfucker.
after he beat up
Dude.
Joe Daddy
Yeah,
Stevenson.
bad.
Oh,
What happened to
man.
him? He just fucking was like, "Oh, I'm done."
Got older.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I
think.
think he's running for Congress or
Ooh.
governor or something for Hawaii. And he's probably just going to get it just because he's who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
But I guess he ended up getting into a fight at a bar, beat this dude up, got a bunch of charges and stuff. So after that, he kind of like cleaned his act up. But there's a lot of those guys that get out of the game like that and
Dude,
don't
you're
really
gonna
have
get
something.
in a fucking fight. There's no way around that.
Yeah.
shit.
People
I
are gonna
mean,
try to
even
challenge
if you try to be the baddest ass motherfucker and be like, dude, I'm not fucking with you.
Mm,
When a motherfucker hits me, I'm gonna be like, all right,
yeah. Here we
that's
go.
end of the fucking
Yeah.
shit. Dude. I was trying to be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way around that, dude. Everybody wants to beat your ass when you're a fucking badass like that.
Yep.
Everybody,
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
even in
man.
this stupid ass town, when you're fucking tough. Oh, I heard you were tough.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody always wants
Really?
to test the limits too, though.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yep.
Well, it was that way in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I heard you were tough. Oh, well, okay, cool. You go to Kelly Walsh. I don't even fucking know who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You obviously know who I am, so why are you wasting time? Yeah. Well, growing up, I wrestled for a little while, and then
Oh,
I
nice.
started doing like mixed martial arts in, I think it was 2007. I was like 16,
yeah.
so 2008 maybe. And so everybody's like, "Oh, you're one of those UFC guys." I was like, "No, I'm just training mixed martial arts. It's just
Right.
it's just an
Yeah.
art."
Yeah, that's yeah.
I-
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah,
it doesn't mean that I'm trying to be the big guy. I'm not trying to be the tough guy. It's like, and nobody really ever messed with me in high school just
Yeah.
because maybe A, that aspect, or B, I was just always like, I had friends in literally every clique of the school, you know?
Yeah.
see,
I-
that's how I rolled.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I'm friends with everybody.
yeah, I'm just chill. I'm cool with you. If you got a problem with my other friend, that's your guys' shit. You
Yep.
guys
Yeah.
hash it
Yep.
out. I'm going to do my own
Hell
thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's still kind of, I brought that into adulthood too. It's somebody's like,
I'm
"Oh, you're hanging out with
The
that
same
guy?"
way.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
I'm
your
the
guys'
same
beef
way.
is your beef.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
gonna-
I have to deal with that shit, like, literally family-wise and shit,
Oh,
you know?
shit.
And I'm like, dude, I'm friends with you still, and I'm friends with
Yeah.
you still.
Yep.
I
You know,
fucking
I-
told you guys from the beginning.
Yep.
You know, I could say it took me a while to get over that hump,
Mm-hmm.
just so to speak, I guess.
You know?
Just because, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain.
It used to be like, I don't give no fucks.
Yeah,
and you are my opposite, and we are not gonna be cool ever.
Yeah.
You get older, and that shit goes away, man. I think that's all there is to it, really.
Everybody's just on
Once
their own
you start
path.
getting older, it's like, dude, there ain't no fucking time for this shit.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, there's a lot of those people that are still stuck in high school in their 30s. You know,
That is very
those
true.
are the glory days.
Those are the ones that haven't grown the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's a grown up thing. You gotta fucking grow up.
Ooh, I love this. You just sparked me something. You sparked something in me.
Nice.
I remember when first started this podcast, and it was quote unquote childish. Well,
it's still fucking childish, bro.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, to me, I like
Gotcha.
it.
But like, I just, you know what I mean?
It's not
and
childish.
like, how many? I guess when we would sit there and, do the, what the fuck was it?
The bad
throw up Thursdays
the
and
nasty
taking those,
shots and
you know
shit.
what I mean?
Had
and
to
like,
do random stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? It was kind of cool and all that, but I mean, just like the one Jake said, he's like, he quit doing it to go pursue being a teacher and everything,
Right.
And it's like, I don't really want people seeing me, and then I kind of thought about it too, and it's like, Josh has seen it too, like Mabry's teacher came up to us that one day and, because I had a booth at the PopCon stuff, and then Mabry's even like, Mr. Smith asked her what your dad's podcast was again and stuff like that. And then it's like, oh, shit, I probably need to.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's never been bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, like, it was called childish to begin with.
Yes.
Was that just
And
like
I
in the
would
comments
agree.
or something?
Yeah, that and just, acquaintances
well, they used to do
and.
shots and shit.
Yeah.
That were
Pretty disgusting, and I threw up most of the time.
like hot dog water and vodka and
Ooh.
Yeah. They were pretty rough, dude.
it was when Stevie first started doing this shit, and they were trying to get whatever,
How long did you
around
guys
in the
start
garage.
this? Yeah.
Well,
I didn't. He started it way before I started it. or
Well, I guess
before
I kind of
became a
like
part.
toyed
Right.
around with it a little bit before the whole throw up Thursday thing,
Yeah.
but
I remember you
just-
being down in the basement
yeah,
of that
it-
first place.
yeah. That's what the podcast
And
was called,
be
was
doing
in the basement,
Yeah.
and we would just sit there and just bullshit.
I was
You
sitting
know,
there trying to make the
Facebook
fire
Live.
keep going.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you're coming up on 200 episodes, aren't you?
yep.
Here soon?
Yep, pretty stoked about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And that's another thing too, like I'm getting over, I guess, is the whole like number thing, kind of even like we were talking about like the algorithm stuff. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to thank you for sharing that, obviously, the other day.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like, shit, I'm going to message you because we've been we talked about this for a while, and then, so now my new thing is you share, you get the chair. So if you share it up, we'll give you a spot. If you got good shit to talk about, that's the thing.
Oh, like come on the show?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it's a
Share,
pretty
you get the
comfy
chair.
chair,
That's cool.
too.
Yeah.
I'm down. Hey, I'm down.
But yeah, and like it was talking about, when you said how you like the content and everything, and like doing this and then like the spray painting stuff too. And then, man, I just want to sometimes, because you know what I mean? I'll be out here till, wee hours of the night,
Right.
Painting and shit. And then like, well, you make them videos and all that stuff and then go to post it. And it's like, man, this is so fucking badass, dude. And like 3 likes or something. It's
Right.
like, what?
I put so much effort in this.
Yeah, not even in the painting, but the editing and
Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Dude, some of the dumbest stuff that I've ever made, like for my content, like on Instagram or whatever other socials, those ones always end up getting more likes than the ones that I've actually put effort into,
He's said the same shit
It's
before.
ridiculous,
He's like, dude,
man.
that
Yeah.
one fucking video where I like sprayed some fucking.
Yeah, it was 2:00 in the morning, dude, and I took my X-Acto knife
Yeah.
and I was messing around with like the cap on my fucking can, and it's almost at 1 million views on TikTok.
Just fucking with the cap.
Yeah,
Just kind of cutting it
Don't
up.
mind all of this other stuff that's on here. Just this one little thing.
I know there's
Right.
one. I did a
look
back.
at all this fucking art around here, man.
I know. I was looking at it when I came in.
Yeah, the one behind you, that's the fucking shit right
This
there.
one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's nice, man.
It was in the Nicolaisian Art Museum. Shout out to Vanderheiden Design.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy because we're actually trying to have our wedding there next year.
Oh really?
Yeah, at the Nick. Because we were gonna do it up at Bear Trap, but they started doing a bunch of restoration and stuff up there.
Do you have an officiant?
I do not.
My wife does that.
Oh, does she really?
Oh yeah. She's
Look
got
at
like
that.
300
Look at
under her belt, bro.
Dude, the
She's
world is
good
small,
as that.
man.
She makes motherfuckers cry.
That's crazy. The world is small, man.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it all falls into place.
Word. Man.
Just saying.
But so then we tried to the Bear Trap, but they're doing all those restorations, and then we tried to do the Hilton Garden Inn. Well, then they renovated like half of all their rooms that they're going to do until I think it was till August 16th or something, and then they're going to start the other set. And so of course that fell through, and so we're like, let's just do the Nicolaisian. You know, it kind of seems like it's going to be a nice spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can either
I got a buddy that has a spot he just built. Out there too. It's kind of pricey, I think. Though.
I mean, I think the Nicolaisian's going to be like $1,500 or $2,000. Is it somewhere around there?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely have to
It's
get you
brand
guys'.
new. He's got a new fucking place.
Where's that at?
Out. You know where Zero Road is?
Yeah, that's
You just keep
where I work.
going out Zero Road.
okay. So like when you turn on Zero Road, I always turn off of Derrick to go up to Altitude Energy Partners.
Well,
You
you
just
know
kinda
where
keep
my
going.
shop is, then.
Which one? Oh yeah, Tuboscope's right there on the corner of Derrick Road.
Yeah, I'm not at that Tuboscope. I'm at the one where you go down,
Okay.
Derek, and it's right on the left.
Oh yeah, the one that's kind of right before the corner.
Yeah.
Before that Fab Tech place,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I drive by that place every single day.
But
Well-
anyways, yeah. No. I know a guy that just built a whole new fucking venue for all that shit.
Well, definitely have to get in contact with him.
And yeah,
Get some
it's
details.
It's fucking badass, dude.
I mean, we're pushing probably like around 150 to maybe 175 people.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah.
Big enough.
By far.
Nice. See, pieces fall in place, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're
exactly.
done with this, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll give you a number and shit.
So, probably one of the most hottest albums of all time dropped the other day.
Eminem's new album.
Dude, I stayed up till midnight. Like I said I was going to. I couldn't get through the whole thing.
Eminem's new album.
Yes.
Dude, and you have to listen from song 1 till song 21.
Yeah, you got to listen to it all the way through. Like one to, yeah.
Is it on like Pandora and shit?
Probably, yeah, more than likely.
Pandora's still a thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's all I've ever done, bro. Don't make me feel old. Come on,
Dude,
man.
Pandora was the shit, and then Spotify came out. I was like,
Yeah, fucking, I hate Spotify's fucking way they do shit.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
love
I do.
Spotify.
Dude,
I
Spotify
love
This is
Spotify.
a Spotify podcast.
I know. We're on Spotify. We're on Pandora. We're on fucking all of them. I'm just saying, I prefer Pandora as my music.
Hey, we're habitual
Provider.
people, man.
Yeah.
You were doing it when Pandora first came out.
I
You're
paid
used
for
to it.
premium fucking like 10 years ago.
He is
Gotta roll
in
with it.
Pandora's box permanently.
So I don't want to get rid of
You
my
cannot
fucking
get out.
5,000 fucking albums and shit I
Right.
got.
Been creating those albums since 10 years ago,
Dude,
man.
I got fucking all kinds of shit. Dude, if there's an old lady shows up right now, got your playlist.
Yeah, you know what?
For real.
Yeah, I play
telling you.
rockabilly shit at the burger shop when I'm
Yeah.
working, and some of them younger girls, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you can't. I even see them bobbing their head every now and again. I'm like, you
Dude, it's
know that
catchy.
rockabilly's.
Right?
Even the customers, man.
Dude,
Well, dude,
got it.
even last night when Alien Ant Farm was playing, well, they weren't playing until like 8. We were down there around like 5:30
You
to
went
6:30.
down there?
We didn't get to see Alien Ant Farm, but
Oh,
there was this DJ that was like kind of opening up for him.
really?
This guy is like doing a cross between like new age music and like good classic rock.
Okay.
Really?
Like, dude, it was, and he flowed with it perfectly.
Do you
too.
know what his name was?
No, I honestly wanted to try to catch it before I left because it was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I want to be
Yeah,
his friend.
He's playing Metallica, but like I
Right.
said, a new age song with it at
Dude,
the same
that's
time.
my idea.
Dude, it's awesome, man.
That's my idea.
I heard
Motherfucker stole my shit.
it was on the radio the other day. It was like there was a clip of DMX, but it was incorporated in this rock song.
Yeah, see, he was doing a lot of stuff like that too.
Really? Did it? So it sounded all right. The one I heard on the radio, I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Like this does not.
Right. No,
Yeah,
there's
this one doesn't
certain-
contrast
No,
each other.
no.
There's certain things that just don't fucking. That's what I'm good at, though. Is like, you
Yeah.
know,
Finding
you know,
good correspondence.
You know, Stevie
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the album in the full
haven't
entirety?
I haven't listened to the entirety of it yet, but I've listened to like Houdini, what's the
Oh,
other,
yeah, I
Paul,
guess.
the ones that he released before he released
Yeah.
the whole album. And I think probably tomorrow I'm just gonna end up listening to the whole album from
Yeah.
the
He
get go.
He did another song with just a person's name.
Yeah.
Some
well,
of the
this album's
shit
called
that's
Death
in
to
there?
Slim Shady.
Yeah,
So I don't know
Oh.
if this is his last album.
I see.
that reminded me of something else too.
Oh,
There
he's
was
getting
this,
rid of his
I don't.
icky
persona.
part.
Yeah,
He's getting rid of his icky part.
there was like this opening thing, and I don't know if it was like a listening party type thing, but it was for that album in L.A.
Okay.
and people were like taking some of the pictures, and dude, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
man.
it's-
There's like a coffin in there, and he's got like pictures of like his, just old pictures, and there's black rose. It's pretty cool, I
I'll
guess.
check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually listen to it, like all the way through,
Right.
because
Yeah.
I tried
Well,
listening.
I'm gonna
to
have
it
to
again.
try to listen to it because I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
Just happened Friday.
Yeah, you
didn't it?
know
Yeah.
me. I sit on my fucking couch, bro, and I
Yeah.
go to work, and
I'm always trying to stay
and I
updated
pay
on music.
attention to our
Yeah.
podcast, and I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, three wheelers, come on, three wheelers.
Yeah, I had to. Well, some of the comments when I posted that on Facebook, I was like, "Who's staying up to midnight to listen?" Da 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 da.
Pre-release.
Oh, I'm too old.
That's
there was
what
a
I would
bunch-
have said.
Well, here's then like I didn't say it because they are friends of mine. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they might take it in the wrong way or whatever. But who's the real Eminem fan?
Right? I hear you, bro.
That's true. That's true.
I
Out of
hear
three
you.
Well,
of
they'll
us,
read
definitely.
Slim Shady. Please stand up.
Hey, Stevie, stand up, bro.
Better hit that mic at the same time you hit it.
No, I couldn't get through the whole thing though because it was pretty late.
Yeah, each song, let's say it's 4-5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Even 3 minutes.
Some of them punchlines too, like holy
Yeah, dude.
fuck.
He was straight
Man.
up dogging on
Yeah.
some things nowadays.
We used to listen to the tape over and over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
touche. The tape.
Good old cassette player.
There's this
Crisscross.
Ooh. There was this one line that I thought was pretty funny because, like, I do say it quite a bit, and Josh can contest to this. Yeah, that's pretty gay. Not funny, ha ha. But in his reference was, it's pretty gay. Like, two guys fucking. I'm like, oh, my, dude, I started laughing so hard out here.
Like two guys docking.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah, he goes pretty raw.
Hell yeah. And no filter either. He's just straight up calling things
yeah.
out too, man.
Threw Lizzo out there.
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Then he, what was it? Talked about how he listened to Kendrick Lamar's album but didn't really care for it and shit like that. It's like, whoo. I don't know. I like that rap
I'll have
beef
to
shit
fucking
for some
check it
reason.
out.
I
Yeah.
always have.
Yeah.
dude,
But,
yeah,
Are you
I was a fucking huge fan
here's some bullshit
of
news
Marshall
for you
Mathers.
that I got. Bullshit. Are you guys Spider-Man fans?
Not so
Not
much.
really.
He came out as a homophobic racist, according to L.A. Not True.
What the fuck? Where did
He
the
stated everyone else is doing it, and I'm coming out of the closet.
Who, like Mark McGuire, whatever his name was?
It was some shit that I just made up one day when I was out here.
It's like, dude, no.
It's like,
the real Spider-Man came
yeah, I
out
was
this
like,
way.
I don't
Pretty
even
sure that
like.
shit.
We just turned up the comic book world.
I'm not
It's
a
when
Spider-Man fan, but I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Dude, it's when he becomes Venom. That's when he really started coming out.
Yeah.
He got penetrated by that gel.
Yeah. That's why he's beefier.
Symbiote.
He's got more ego now too.
Yeah.
They started calling him Eddie.
Here is something else too that do you remember the Everest College commercial, the spokesman for it?
Yeah.
What? No.
That online school, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was like kind of early 2000s maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was one of them, promotional type things. Anyway, he came out and said that he didn't even go to Everest College. I mean, it seems pretty legit.
They just gave me a script to read.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't say how much he got paid either. Too.
Right.
He probably didn't get paid. Hey, man, you want to come on TV real quick?
Yeah. Everybody would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I did end up bringing. I have a bunch of these random coins that I purchased, like a big old package of all of them.
Uh-huh.
They straight up have like some Illuminati signs on them.
What?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but they're different.
All
like
coins do.
that's true.
Yeah.
Very fucking true. And every dollar bill with the big old eye on top of the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, some of these are like making good men better. It's just like a brotherhood type thing.
Oh, okay.
So I brought these for you guys. You guys can
What?
pick whichever one you want.
What?
Yeah, it's, and,
You're
little-
like
little
giving
gifts.
them to us?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Dude,
They got like
thanks,
their own containers on them and everything too, so you can kind of keep them pristine.
Dude, are you part of the...
No. I'm not. Like I said, I just bought like this big old bundle of a bunch of cool like collector coins,
Uh-huh.
and honestly, I don't know if they have any value. Like I will be honest,
Dude,
But
I don't give a fuck.
there's
If the value that you
These-
just gave that to me is
these
enough
are
for me, my dude.
not easy. I guess they're easy to come by, but you don't get these unless you're a special fucking person.
yeah, part
For
of the
real.
Illuminati or something. I
Um,
just thought
no,
I seen
just-
it part of the
just
brotherhood.
Part of the fucking yeah. I don't know if I should say it.
Say what?
Freemasons.
Yeah,
I'm not a part of the Freemasons. I
I
will say
still
that.
have
You're
the,
On the
not?
record, I'm not part of the Freemasons.
those are fucking badass.
Yeah,
Hell
there's-
yeah.
I got a
Those
bunch
are
of different
shit.
ones. One that I'm keeping actually it has the Punisher emblem on my shirt right now.
yeah.
I'm keeping that one because it's like it's silver and has like a black inlay with it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely keeping that one because it's pure silver.
Shit,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I've been trying
Hell
to stock up on silver and gold lately, just to have like tangible assets.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
'Cause-
No, that is smart as fuck.
Yeah, because if the banking
real.
system goes down, man, all of our money is literally digital. So it's,
Yeah.
I mean, the good old barter system can come in, but who knows?
It's been a few years, but I was commissioned to do a painting.
Okay.
And when I went to go give it to him, pulls out of his center console of his truck a fucking silver bar.
Okay.
And he's like, so this is worth what you want for the painting right now. But you hold on to this and just watch and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, well, tough times sometimes, but
Right.
I got like $200 for that fucking thing, man.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like, yeah.
I mean, an ounce of gold right now is like $2,800. An ounce of silver, I think, is only like 37. But I mean, it's slowly going up. It's been
Oh,
on
dude,
the rise
always
since the
will.
last.
Always will.
Yeah, always. It's
Always
I mean,
will.
we'll always run out of raw materials,
Yeah.
But gold, I trade in the foreign exchange market, and one of my favorite ones that I trade in is it's ZAO USD, so it's basically gold to the US dollar.
Okay.
And so I can get the fluctuations. I can get into a sell trade when it's going down, and I can make some money. I can get into it. And I've had this one that's been on a buy trade for the last like year and a half. And I just did like a small little, they call it, so a point of movement, it's called a pip, basically. So every time
Okay.
it moves up like a cent or 2 cents or whatever, that's that's when it starts getting all staggered. I could describe it to you better when I have my market open and show you guys.
Right.
But with different bids that you put in, I've had one I literally only put it at like a 0.03 lot size. So it's basically like 3 cents. And so every single time that thing moves, it moves up like $1.56.
Yeah.
$1.56, I think. And so I've had that in the last 6 months, and it's went from $24.50 up to, I think it's at $28.60 right now. And that thing's just sitting, dude. Just bringing in the money as it's moving up. And I'm going to hold on to it. Once it starts tanking a little bit, I'll probably pull out, but.
Is this insider trading?
Not necessarily.
It's
It's the foreign exchange market, man. Money's moving around all the time. But the cool thing with the foreign exchange, you can do it like right here on your phone at the same time, you know? I'm not going to say any other trades that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
But
no, I don't want to get called by Harvey.
yeah, right.
I'll fucking lose.
Mike's going to show up at our door right now. But it's been, so in 2020, we had just started our business in 2019. And so then we started like July of 2019. And then COVID hit March of 2020. And so we're like, oh shit, you know, are we going to keep working or what's going to happen? So I started finding like a little side gig, like I was talking about in North Dakota too. So I ended up getting into that foreign exchange market. And the cool thing about it is you can trade like the US dollar with the British pound. You can trade it with like the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, all these different ones.
Okay.
And I've gotten some pretty good returns on that one, just kind of letting it stack. And I just ignore the money that's in my account. Just, you know, kind of let it just do its thing.
Yeah.
You know, especially because with the dollar, except with the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is crazy, man, because they'll hold on to their currency before they put it into the exchange market. They'll hold on to it for like a month and a half to 2 months, and then when they drop it, there's a skyrocket. So you got to time it just right, you know. And I think that's probably why they do it, because then the banks can actually get in there and they can get a lot of returns on those buy trades. But it's smart. But the crazy thing about during like all this inflation stuff that we got going on, the U.S. dollar is still weirdly stronger than a lot of the other currencies, which I don't understand. I feel like
not
it should
Kuwait.
Not Kuwait. That's not.
It cost me $3 of American to get one Kuwait dollar
Really.
when I was there. It was a couple years ago, but
they're trying to get into that BRIC system though, aren't they? With like
I have no idea, dude. I just know that I was like, fuck.
like Brazil,
I don't have
Russia,
no money.
India. I think it's called BRICS. It's like BRICS or something. It's the BRICS. They're trying to get rid of the U.S. dollar to trade OPEC for oil. Yeah,
I don't know. I know that we just switched from AutoCAD to BricsCAD.
Just recently?
In our fucking computer shit. Like,
Really?
To run all of our equipment.
Really?
And it's not AutoCAD anymore. At least for the company I work for.
And that's like with funds transfers and everything like that?
No, it's just straight up to run our equipment. Like, to cut out a piece of metal.
Oh, okay.
You usually draw some shit on AutoCAD.
Okay.
Now,
so like the CNC machine?
We got it switched out to BricsCAD, which is probably just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually is the shit, but it's BRICS.
Dude, that's probably a weird coincidence, but I don't know. If it's dealing with the oil field and they're trying to get away from the U.S. dollar, I can see the relevance to it for sure.
Right. Ooh. Maybe we need to get fucking Harvey involved.
Dude, we just made a connection. It's all connected somehow.
Dude, we're going to get shot when we leave.
I think I got a fast car.
Helicopters and shit.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to throw down on the menu, I guess, for the episode. July 10th was Wyoming's birthday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
1863? Is that correct?
I think so.
Do you fellas have any fun little facts about Wyoming? I know we try to...
There's not a lot of people here, and I fucking love it.
And let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
So it's really beautiful, but everybody else that's around us, it sucks. Please don't come here.
Yeah, the wind blows constantly. It makes you want to kill yourself. If you look it up, per capita, we have the most suicides. That's the reason. It's the wind. It's cold. You fucking hate it. Don't come here.
We live in an area where the air hurts our face. Why? Why?
And there's nowhere to go. You can't go anywhere.
It's actually the nickname, apparently, of Wyoming is the equality state. Can you believe that?
That's not the nickname. That's the name.
According to Google.
It's not a nickname. That's our...
It's like on our seal.
The motto of our state.
Mm-hmm. And we are the energy capital of the nation, though, too.
Yes.
Yes.
But it is the equality state for what reason?
I'm not quite sure.
Nope. Do you know, Stevie?
I do not.
Because we were the first state to make women able to vote.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep. Another thing, too, I was incorrect. It was 1890 when Wyoming became the 44th state.
Okay. All right.
I like how it's 6 days after we claimed our independence.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Apparently, Wyoming is famous for drawing millions of tourists each year to its 7 national parks.
Jackson Hole.
Yeah. And I guess you've lived here in Wyoming too. Is Jackson Hole a different sort of Wyoming? In your opinion?
100%.
I've heard a lot of people say that's the California of Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
It is different now. When I was a kid, it was still a super cool place to go.
Mm-hmm. The Tetons are absolutely beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And all of it's is still a super cool place to go. You just got to deal with California people now.
Yep.
Now you got to deal with all the rich-ass motherfuckers around. Like, why did you just get out of your truck with a cigarette? This is the fucking air, bitch. I got
20
out
feet away
of the
from you.
truck into the air. Go over away there.
That lady that came out of Blacktooth that one night still trips me out. Dude, I'm a ways away from the door.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty respectful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I try to.
And like, this lady just comes out. She's all businessed up and everything. It's like, get the fuck out of here. We're in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit blew the opposite way. I watched it come out of my mouth and go that direction.
It's literally in Nebraska right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's another good thing, too. Or not good thing, obviously. The wind.
Yeah.
The wind is just out of control here.
Yeah, that's why people don't want to move here. I promise you.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah. Please don't.
I was, when I first, we were kind of talking about this, but that Wyoming isn't real thing.
Oh, dude, it's still
Like,
everywhere.
It's not real.
Well, see, and like when I first seen it, I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean?
Definitely real.
Yeah, type shit. And then like, nah, this shit ain't real, dude.
Yeah, Wyoming's not real.
Well, dude, I remember back in the day when I was playing Call of Duty all the time, I was playing with people from, all around the nation, like Florida, New York, all these different places. One of these guys literally, he's like, "Oh, you're from Wyoming? Do you guys still ride horses everywhere?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yep." And we got dirt roads. We don't even know what concrete is, man. What's a skyscraper?
Yeah.
We have 2-level houses, and that's about it.
I'm on dial-up right now.
I'm surprised I'm even playing this game right now. What's Wi-Fi?
Yeah, there's one spot in Wyoming where you could play Call of Duty.
Yeah, we're all
there.
in the same building right now.
I'm going to have to hop online one of these days and mess with people again.
Especially when they ask you like a serious question like that, and then you just kind of roll with it, see how long you can get away with it.
Yeah.
And then eventually they're like, "Nah, dude, you're making shit up." It's like, "No, dude, it's totally real. You brought it up."
I was messing with this lady today at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Well, like, she came in, and then she bought something. She left. She went out to her car. Then she came back through, got something else, then went back out to her car. She's a sweetheart, but one of those just kind of pain, lady type thing. But And I was like, I love joking with everybody. Well, when she came back through the third time, I was like, ma'am, so we have this new rule here at the ballpark. You're only allowed to leave 2 times. This is your 3rd time.
You're going to have to pay again.
You cannot come through. You're going to have to go through and buy another ticket. What? Yeah, she is funny shit, though.
Dude, that's another thing about Wyoming, too, though, is like, you can joke with a certain amount of people, but there still is going to be those outliers, like, you know, a Karen or that lady outside.
They all came from California.
Yeah, they get into a car that has California plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Every one of them.
Well, it's hard. Well, another thing I guess I learned, too. Like,
I don't know where they're making their money.
Yeah.
What
honestly.
the fuck are they doing when they come here?
Online sales or something?
Trying to get away.
No, I mean, how do they fucking make money?
They're calling them Californian refugees.
Yeah.
They're immigrating out of California right now.
I just am working from home.
Yeah.
Making fucking $300 a year.
Yeah, living out at the lake.
Fuck
and shit.
off, go away.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude. The whole housing market's out of control right now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's retarded.
Yeah.
Stupidest shit.
We've seen that. So downtown last night, I think one of the, I think it's Remax Professionals or somebody right there on 2nd Street, you know? And so they have all these different pictures of like houses and like the description of them. There was a 3-bedroom, 1.75 bath that was like only 1,900 square feet. Small shit. $380,000.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out, dude. That same house would have been $80,000.
Yeah.
What, 10 years ago?
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
I know, it's nuts, man.
Well,
it's gonna have to fucking. It's gonna have to implode.
At some point.
Something's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know about you motherfuckers. I work my ass off. I can't barely afford to fucking survive.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
We finally just paid off our house, so I'm gonna probably just sit on that extra money every single month for the next 2 years. Hopefully it does implode and we can actually get into a decent sized house.
Well, hey, you should hit the applause button. Congratulations for paying your house off, man.
I got into it at the right time, man, honestly.
Right.
Well, we were Brianne and I were having our first baby together, so her and I got together like right around the same time I started this company. And so we ended up having a baby. We found out like January the very next year. Yeah, things moved quick, okay, I will say. But it's totally fine, dude. We're 100% soulmates. I absolutely love that woman.
Hell yeah.
She's birthed 3 beautiful children. But so at that time, we were just in an apartment out at Felony Flats. And I was like, dude, we got to get the fuck up out of here, dude.
I grew up there.
So we ended up so the people that we were renting from, bless their hearts, ended up having this house pop up. And they're like, hey, you guys could totally do a contract for deed. You've been paying your bills every single month. You pay extra if you use extra, trash or whatever. Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to do this contract for deed? And I was like, yes, please. Please, it's a 3-bedroom, And so we ended up getting to a contract for deed. And I think on the 1st, we'll actually have it paid off entirely. And we're going to sign all the paperwork over. And, of course, I'm going to have to get homeowners insurance. Yeah. So that's going to be an extra thing. But so now we have, so it's Brianne, me, our 3-year-old Aurora Grace, bless her heart. She's a little demon. Yeah. Beautiful little demon. Athena, she's soft-spoken, kind of like her mom, She looks like me, but acts like her mom. Aurora looks like her mom, but acts like me, Yeah. And then we just had baby number 3 on May 24th. And we're trying to figure out who she's looking like yet. She's still kind of docile, still too young. And then I got my 2 older girls down from Gillette here with us. So that 3-bedroom is a little small. We're bunked. Those kids are bunked up, and of course we co-sleep with the new baby. But I know a lot of people get away from that. But honestly, we got California Kings, so
yeah.
I always end up sleeping on like 3 inches of the bed at night. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, my head's on my nightstand.
So you have just all girls.
All girls, man.
See, we got so many things in common, dude. so I guess I don't know how you would feel about this or whatever.
Yeah.
But, it has been a while, I guess, but when I was like, I went to go pick my painting up from the Nicolason.
Okay.
And the dude's like, mind you, he's known me for a while.
Okay.
Oh, Stevie, you got kids? Yes, sir, I do. Oh, wow. I'm like, yep, 3 beautiful girls. Oh, man. No boy? I'm like, I'm the last Vanderheiden. So, like, that was one of the things, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was blessed with 3 girls.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just wasn't in the cards.
It's
You
just
know what I
didn't work out
mean?
that way.
And I
Yes.
fucking love it. I love it when people are like, oh my God, you got your toenails painted? Yeah, I fucking do, man.
Absolutely, dude. Let them
Yeah.
fucking soak it
Yeah.
up. We got 18 years with them, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, the way I look at it is show them the way a man needs to be.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
then they grow up, that's what they're expecting. Like
Mhm.
they're not going to just try to find some random dirt bag that's going to, try to throw them some money from time to time
Yeah.
or whatever. They're going to find somebody that treats them with respect because I treat my wife with respect, and they see that, they notice it.
Yeah.
So it's once they hit like 2 years old, man, I feel like their minds are like sponges. Like they will soak up everything, what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they touch, literally everything. So I came up with this, I guess it's not a theory, but this thing where I treat Brienne the way I treat her because I want the girls to be able to have a man that treats them with that amount of love, that amount of respect,
Mm-hmm.
I don't yell, I don't scream, I don't do any of that stuff. So I used to think that I was just going to have all girls because it was this curse because I was such a womanizer growing up, Like I was just, so now I got to deal with the teenager's broken heart,
Yeah.
But that's why I'm trying to help kind of coach them, not tell them how to live their life, but coach
Yeah.
them, get them down that right trail,
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's another reason why. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that cage is for the birds, you know what I mean? And looking cool and all that shit is for the birds, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's during the adolescence years, man. So that's all you're trying to do is impress your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that counts when you're younger, man.
Yeah.
Well, and like how you were talking earlier, you know what I mean? You were doing football and all that stuff. And then I'm pretty sure it was like, we'll go get some puss.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I guess it is a growing up experience for everybody. You know what I mean? Not
100%.
everybody
Right?
grows up the
Everybody
same.
has a different fucking way that shit happens, man. I fucking, I don't know, dude, weird about it, whatever. I didn't lose my virginity or anything until I was like fucking 17.
That's
It was
no
like
judgment,
fucking
man.
buddies were like,
This really took
"Hey."
a weird turn.
No, but you know what I mean?
I
I'm just
know, I
saying,
love you
everybody's
too.
fucking different.
Yeah.
Everything fucking happens. I fucking, yeah.
Well,
and,
it's so-
and then after that happened, I didn't fucking really give a shit about that till
Right.
I was like 20.
I was always chasing
It was
it,
like,
dude.
fucking didn't give a shit. Dude.
Well-
I wanted to get as down to earth and spiritual and shit as I
Grounded.
could.
Yeah.
I fucking, I had a fucked up childhood and was like, I don't really give a shit about that. I want to fucking know what life's about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
tried doing everything drug-wise I could to fucking figure out what was real and, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
create your own happiness, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's, growing up, they always say, make sure you choose the right path, You can either go down the bad path or the good path, and this is what your future is going to look like. The way I look at it, I came up with this in boot camp. I don't know if I haven't read it anywhere else. I don't know if this is like the first time it's ever been brought up, but I think instead of like choosing the left or the right path in life, you're on an interstate of life. Like,
Right.
you're born, you're on this big ass interstate, elevated above the ground, and then you have these exits. So like when you turn 16, you get off this exit. Oh, hey, I'm driving now. I can go check this out. I can do this. Well, as long as you get back up on that interstate of life and continue, then you're good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, okay, I got off this exit and I tried this drug or whatever for a little while. Don't be stuck there, dude. Get the fuck back on that on-ramp and get back on that interstate and keep moving fucking forward. You
Right.
know?
Yeah,
And-
that's a good thing to.
Yeah,
Wrong
I think it's a good analogy to think
Yeah.
of. As long as you're
Yeah.
staying moving, you know,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
stay in one spot too long.
Yeah.
That shit was always yeah, for sure. It's good shit to live by.
Yeah, absolutely. And that when I go up to JDC and like YCC and all those places, I always say that same analogy, and they're always like nodding their heads, like, yeah. So I don't have to just choose one or two paths. I can just be up here this entire time and just check this out for a little while and get back up. You know, that's the biggest thing. As long as you pick yourself back up and get back to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived here and grew up here, went to high school and shit here.
Yeah.
Left and came back, and then my sister was in the same high school as me. So I came back to visit once, and my sister told my social studies teacher that I was here. Was like, I want him to come into the class and talk to people. And
Right.
I've always been that kind of a person, and I just kind of let that shit go away, you know, after having a family and
Yep.
doing
Yeah.
all my job and shit. It's like,
Mhm.
well, you know, I kind of don't really think about that kind of shit anymore, but
You come from a certain family,
something I should probably do.
yeah. Once
Yeah.
you start creating your own family, that's your own destiny. You know.
Yeah.
That's when things in the past they're gonna stay there. You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I just feel like I should probably give back.
Yeah. You know,
It feels nice.
I
man.
did the one time, that's where I was getting at. I did the one time and went into her class and talked to all these Mr. Jelski. I'll say he's not even alive anymore. Rest in peace.
Oh man.
But yeah, I went into his class and talked to a bunch of his kids and shit. It was cool as fuck.
Dude,
hell
it feels
yeah,
good
man.
too when you're walking out those doors too.
Right.
You're like, yeah, I just did something for
Yeah.
whether it's 20, 30, 100 kids. You know, it's
Yeah,
Or
if two
adolescents.
of those kids in there were like, that guy had a point and
Yep.
changed what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
dude. And they're more likely gonna listen to somebody like us than somebody that's
Right.
And
I
it's-
would have.
yeah. I would have too, man. Honestly.
Yep.
I don't really remember a lot of people coming into school. I remember like an AIDS,
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
But I don't. And I think
I
a
didn't
guy
have
with-
people come into my classes.
that was missing like some arm, like an arm and something else from a drunk driver. Talked about that. But I don't really remember like a job fair or.
You were
Your
in South
dad.
Dakota. right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Dare?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. They were always.
Yep.
We all
McGruff.
totally fucking disappointed them. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Dude, no, my fucking my dare officer was the coolest, badass fucking dare officer. He was the dare officer of every school in Casper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, after we all got to be teenagers and shit, he got busted selling fucking dope and shit.
Oh shit.
imagine
dude.
that.
Stealing fucking pills from well, I've been watching Suits, so I'm gonna say this is what I heard. I'm not saying this is what I say.
Right.
I just heard what shit that I've read, that he was taking pills from people that would die, from old people that would die,
Oh shit.
taking their medication and shit like
Like
that,
their
and
oxys
turning
and
it
all that.
around and selling it.
Man.
But I mean, and he was our dare officer for forever, dude. From when I was in second grade till I didn't do dare anymore.
Yeah.
He was my sister's dare officer the whole time.
That fucking Deputy Cheney with the good old Charles Mix County Sheriff's Office. When that fucker would
Yeah.
always bust me all the time and give me shit all the time when I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Guess what? He got busted. Not with the pills, hiding his old lady's dope and needles.
Really?
Oh, she's doing that. Huh?
Yeah, dude. And, you know, it may never come, but
Right.
I hope to see him someday and just laugh at him.
Hypocrite.
Yeah.
But that would also...
I was
That would
18
also-
when you were fucking with me.
That would also make you feel bad at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would feel satisfying saying it, but then you'd turn around, you'd leave
Because
the situation.
when you did see him now, he'd be all old and in a chair and shit.
Oh,
He'd be like,
when you
fuck.
put it in terms like that, definitely.
that's what I'm saying. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm on your side, dude. I feel the same fucking way about
And you know,
bunch of shit.
the worst thing about it is like, so you grew up with these same people in your same grade, and then they go into the cop field, and then they're the ones that end up fucking arresting you.
Dude,
It's like, no, dude, really,
never
we were
had that
bros.
happen.
you haven't? Oh,
No,
well, you didn't
I
grow
did.
up here.
No, the
Well,
only
and you don't go to jail here.
I did once, but
Well, not anymore.
yeah. The only sort of kind of thing like that. So I woke up one morning when I was in Springfield, and I came down to go to breakfast, and there was my homeboy. He was a correctional officer, and I'm like, Boyles, what's up, my dude?
See, I have the opposite.
You remember doing all that cocaine?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Man.
See, I have the opposite shit. I used to go to jail when I was younger, and then I skeeped the fuck out for years to let all that shit go away, you know. Came back, and now all the people that I went to jail when I was younger are now like hypos and sheriffs and shit.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, you're that one guard. I remember you.
Well, up in Gillette, you have to be a CO for a little
Yeah.
while. For
Right.
I think it's like 2 years or something.
Yeah, you have to work in the fucking jail.
for the first 2 years, and
Yeah,
then you go to the
to be-
academy or
yep.
whatever.
Yeah, in Wyoming, you have to work at the fucking jail to become
A sheriff or a hypo.
a sheriff or a highway patrol.
I'll be honest with you, I think it was like 7.5 months I did in fucking Gillette County. There was probably 2 COs that were bad to the bone.
Oh, dude, cool shit. Some of them.
Yeah, and like,
Dude, I had badass ones. I always tell everybody when I'm like, dude, jail in Casper is fucking cake. It was to me. It wasn't fucking. It wasn't crazy. I mean, it
Yeah.
sucked. I couldn't have a cigarette.
Right.
yeah.
You can only
But,
see the outside for
but it was
a little
I don't know.
box.
I was
Yeah.
a fucked up teenager too, you know,
Yeah,
at the time. So
I feel you on that. Man.
The first time I went to Gillette's jail, they fucking had rioted the night before and flooded everything. Dude.
Oh,
that's crazy.
stuff in their toilet paper in the thing. Just keep hitting the button.
2 days before I went to jail, a motherfucker escaped from Casper jail.
Really?
Oh shit.
Like through the fucking ceiling. Him and like there was 2 people escaped. So I was like,
Where are you
locked
gonna
down.
go?
Yeah.
But I was
You're in an
no,
orange
they got the fuck
jumpsuit,
out.
dude.
They went up in the ceiling and shit and got
Yeah.
the fuck out.
No shit.
They escaped. But the whole place was on lockdown. So my first experience was like, you never get to go outside.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was like I thought there was like yard and all this shit
Right.
that I've seen on TV.
Dude, I ended up having to do 365 days in Campbell County jail
Ooh.
because for my
A
DUI.
whole year in county.
In county, dude.
Fuck that.
But about 6 months in, I was like so ready to go to prison. I was like, please,
I'm sure.
just
Oh,
let me go to
yeah.
prison right now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so okay with this. Like, this food sucks. But I ended up becoming one of the workers. So I was like, for a couple months, I was doing the cooking. I was like the prep cook. So I
Right,
was like
yeah.
cutting up celery and all this different
Yeah,
shit.
it gives you something to fucking do.
Right. And then, so then I ended up going to laundry, which was kind of cool too. So we just get all jacked on coffee all day long.
Yeah.
Like, you don't drink that coffee, dude. You're chewing it.
Yeah,
That's how
right,
thick
yeah.
it was, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the only, like, elevated mindset you can get into.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, sewing shit all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I became a master sewer.
I was in jail with stupid fucking people, dude. There was these kids in there that were trying to fucking like snort the fucking window cleaner and shit. I'm like
Jesus, dude.
trying to tell these. I'm like, dude, you guys are dumb. This shit is not gonna fucking.
No.
They took everything out. It's fucking ammonia. Whoa. Oh, it fucking gives me a buzz. I'm like, dude, you're fucking dumb.
Yeah,
it does not give you a buzz. I can fucking hold your nose closed, and it'll give you the same fucking buzz.
It's the lack of oxygen to your brain. That's why you think you're getting a buzz, dude.
Dude, they were fucking stupid. I couldn't believe it. It was fucking crazy to me. And they were all in there for the same shit, for having a fucking bud or whatever in their pocket.
Little fucking a dime bag or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Or fucking MIPs and shit. But they were old enough to go to jail, but they ain't old enough to drink.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was seeing people trying to snort the instant coffee that you would get. I seen motherfuckers trying to snort
the Keefy.
Keefy coffee, dude. They're straight up snorting that shit, man. It's like, you're nuts,
I know.
dude.
They're fucking crazy. People are fucking crazy. It's like, dude, are you that fucking... What?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, if you want to get a buzz that hard.
Oh, yeah.
I tried telling so many people in the fucking pod, I'm like, dude, you guys want to get so fucked up off of stupid bullshit? Like, this one dude is like, dude, I'll trade you 2 breakfasts for fucking lithium. And I'm like, what the fuck is lithium?
Right. Oh,
and
when
I'm like, oh, yeah, it's the fucking psychotic shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, whatever, I did it. I fucking sniffed one of them fucking pills, did nothing but burn a hole in the back of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hurt like a son of a bitch. I'm like, what the fuck?
I never really liked snorting stuff anyways.
But you know what I mean? It was like, dude, people are doing this shit. The dude next to me was like, told me, oh, well, fuck yeah, that shit'll get you fucking fucked up. No.
Just a lack
Didn't
of
do
oxygen.
anything.
Different strokes for different folks.
But yeah, but like, you know, they fucking spray the fucking spray and
Up their nose.
through a rag and try to inhale it. I'm like, there's nothing in there, man.
I'm not going to lie, and this is no bullshit. I will put this on my kids, my grandparents, everything. When I was in Lake Andes County Jail, mind you, I'm the only white boy.
Right.
And phenol side disinfectant, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yes.
That one, I can't remember what his name is. Not that it matters, but fucking, he was sitting there and then he like hit it a couple times off a rag, right? And I just started laughing, fucking da-da-da. You ever try this? Dude, I'm getting ready to go to prison, man.
You guys must have had some different shit.
I haven't tried it. Like, yeah, it was, man, I went to the hospital.
No shit. Did you get like fucking poisoned or something?
Well, like, it felt like my fucking heart was about ready to stop. And like,
I'm sure.
But yeah.
No fucking, fuck
Anyway,
that.
should we wrap this up? We're almost at 2 hours.
Dude, it's up to you, man.
2 hours? Damn, dude, time does fly when you're having fun.
That's good. That's good.
I like a good conversation though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't get to have them very much anymore.
Fucking
Just working. I mean, I have good conversation with the kids, but most of it's just like, oh, that looks like a pretty dress.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I know.
Goo goo gaga.
Yes.
I know. I have the same thing. My wife has questions. Oh, you talk to people at work about me? Like, yeah.
Duh, dude.
That's-
You're like the only thing I
We're
can talk
like
about.
all
Oh, yeah.
family at work.
Yeah.
Like, it's my other family. We talk about all of our shit.
I'm there more than I am at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but
Literally.
like on the waking days, I'm there 10 to 12, sometimes 14 hours. I'm home 3 hours and then we're going to bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but dude, have you guys ever
100%.
been home by yourselves with your kids for like a full day, and then a real adult comes into the house and you try to talk to them and you find yourself like saying short phrases and like talking like a child?
When my kids were little,
Sometimes.
I
when
call
my
it-
kids were little, yes.
I catch myself doing that so bad. So bad sometimes.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah, now, yeah. Both my kids are, well, Ollie's almost a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
Nate-
daughter's a teenager, and she don't give a shit
See,
about
I'm
anything.
not looking forward to those years.
Dude, I'm like, I get butt hurt. I'm like, oh, you don't even want to like come out and eat dinner with us.
You used to
or,
be my
like,
best friend.
We
man.
used to
Yeah.
watch TV and eat dinner, and now I'm like,
That's why I left
oh,
the
you
fair
just are
the
just
other
gonna
night.
fucking hang out in your room and never hang out with us?
Yeah. Dad, you're so lame. Stop.
That's
I'm not
why.
looking forward
That's
to
why
that.
I wanted. That's why I kind of bebopped out of the fair the other day.
Right.
Because after
And
the
I'm
kids
like,
were
dude.
like so stoked on the rides and everything,
Right.
and then like they go over to like their other sisters, like,
yeah.
oh my god! It's like, oh well.
Here's your
I
wristband.
see.
See you later.
I see. But I still remember being that age is the thing.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
I
trying to
remember
hold.
going to this fair when I was that age and
Yeah.
being like, fuck my parents.
Yep.
Dude.
That's
I
what
hope
I'm
they
trying
just
to.
leave so I can hang out with my friends.
I'm trying to think that same way too, so that I don't get like super upset about it, or not like
Right.
upset, but like depressed or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
okay, well, I didn't want to go to the fucking fair with my family, you know, or my parents.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are 40. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, it was quite the experience. I guess we didn't talk about this. We were going to, but I'm glad. God, I love this podcast. So we went to the fair. Did you go to the fair?
No, I didn't get a chance to check it
Oh,
out, man.
nice.
It's been busy lately.
We got-
Well, always, I guess.
Yeah. Last week we got done doing the podcast, and then Jessica's like, "We're all gonna go to the fair,"
Right.
and then it was one of those things, and I'm sure that both of you can contest to this. I guess
Well, yeah, I went there.
you don't have to go. It's fine. You know what happens
Right.
after that. So anyway,
Yes, sir.
we get to the fair. Josh is on his crutches, and then we went over to the first aid and got the wheelchair.
Right.
that was quite
Stevie
the time.
proceeded to push me around this motherfucker.
You 4x4 that motherfucker did?
Yeah.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I would lean
Yeah.
back to get over the cables and shit.
Right.
Oh, that
But-
was the
and
joke
then-
too. Lean back, but not like Fat
Lean
Joe.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did a lot of arm work that night too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was fun.
Some of those wheelchair guys got some fucking biceps
Yeah.
on them, man.
Dude, and running a wheelchair is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like it. I do.
There was a lot of people there too that we ran into. Shout out to Debo's painting. It was good seeing you again.
Fuck
Right.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I did. This just sparked another thing. Last year, we got third place for the broadcasting for the Oil City News.
Nice.
That voting is going on again this year. I don't believe there is a category for the podcast, which is okay. I guess this is just what I wanted to say on the whole thing. I have been nominated as the artist. One of the artists is on there. It's all the fucking popularity contest, and I
It
don't
is.
want to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna vote for you.
Well,
I'm
thank
still
you.
gonna vote for you as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
But like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like last year, when we went to go get that award, and then it
Oh, I
was
know.
just like people that were, with the radio and stuff.
Yeah,
Which,
it's-
nice.
congratulations to
yeah.
them. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I
And
just,
I hear you.
Some of them are like
I was in the
Sirius
same boat. I
XM
went
too,
with you.
but Yeah.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
it. It is what it is. I mean, thanks.
Yeah. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes.
I'm
Where
just-
can we go to vote for that?
on Facebook, Oil City News. I think
Yeah.
is the,
Okay.
I believe that's who does that.
I got to give a shout out to Tommy too. He's one of the journalists. He actually came over and did an article on the podcast one time.
Nice.
Fucking A.
That was
Nice.
that was pretty interesting. Good in a bad sense. Bad sense because I wasn't up to par. You know what I mean? At 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, I was
hear
ready,
you.
but like,
I hear you.
was it the funny,
Yeah.
outgoing type?
Right.
But anyway.
All the Pistons weren't firing. yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So, what's this podcast about? Well, yeah. Anyway,
We kind of go from one thing to another.
yeah, and that's the beauty of this.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not about bicycles. It's about helping one another.
No, it's about three-wheel bicycles.
Yeah.
And helping one another.
Yep.
And the three-wheelers
Oh, and we've got the
that have been banned. Oh, yeah, I've wanted to talk about that for a minute. How come three-wheelers aren't a thing no more? Just because they rip your fucking legs off?
They're
I mean,
too
come on,
dangerous,
man.
man.
Don't be pussies anymore.
Dude, do you remember putting a cinder block in the middle of the road and hitting it and popping a wheelie at the same time? The best.
I didn't do that with a three-wheeler, but we did
So
go
amazing.
around in the woods, and my brother hit a fucking rock.
Yeah. Pretty much the same
When
thing.
the front wheel's off the ground, you can't steer. So he did, like, smash his leg between a tree and the back wheel. Yeah, you know, like, folded his whole foot in half. It was nice.
I did it on like a nice
I mean,
open
come on,
road,
man.
so
Who
like I
the
could
fuck
go
said-
straight for a while.
Yeah.
Who the fuck said that they can't make them no more?
OSHA.
Yeah.
I know, that's fucking fucked up. I see one, like, sitting in somebody's fucking garage or, like,
Out in a field
when I
somewhere.
drive by, I'm like, ooh,
I need that.
ooh, I want to ride that motherfucker.
They're so much fun too.
They were fun as fuck.
Just
Yeah.
don't
You could do shitties like crazy on a three-wheeler.
easily, dude. Hold the brake.
All day.
Yeah.
I never owned one. I did ride one, though.
They're so much fun, man.
They were fun as hell.
I miss my dirt bike.
Yeah?
Dude.
Oh, wait.
Anywho.
Yeah,
Should
we're at
we,
2 hours.
Yeah, should
even.
we close this out?
Sure, man. We
I'm all
can.
for it, man.
I mean,
It is a Sunday.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
I ain't got to work tomorrow, which I'm stoked
supposed to.
for.
I definitely do. But
Yeah.
it should be a pretty chill Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got to work half. Well, yeah, I got to work half the day.
I'm hoping it's a half day.
Yeah.
I mean, we get paid by the motor, so more motors, the
Yeah.
more we get paid. So that's cool.
Well, I guess I should rephrase that. I don't have baseball or the burger shop tomorrow, but I do
Nice.
have to paint and then put this episode out for all of you wonderful three-wheelers.
Right.
Always working, man. Always working.
Oh, yeah, I got to. Yeah, after we're done. Yeah. Boom, boom.
Do you want to lead us out with some of that beautiful music that you put together each
Wonderful.
week? Oh, man. It is 2 hours and 2 minutes, to
the
be
money.
exact. Can you believe that?
I can.
I can, too.
It flew. It honestly flew.
I love it. And I appreciate you coming over and being on the show.
Hell yeah.
Of course, we're going to have to do this again.
Oh, of course. Man. We're gonna have to get a good time schedule.
Yes, yes. And I do apologize for not getting you on earlier.
Oh no, it's all good, man.
You know.
Everybody's busy. Everybody's got
Word.
good stuff going on, you know.
All right. And with that, go ahead and you plug whatever you want, my man.
Just shout out to High Caliber Inspection, doing the greatest quality inspection here in Casper. You guys can always reach out to us. We've got a website. You know, you can always find me on Facebook too. There's a Facebook page, all that good stuff. So reach out there. You can find my podcast on Spotify, Health and Wellness Repertoire, and calendarhealth.fitness is my blog post website. If you guys ever need to know some holistic ways to go about stuff or different ways to work out, go check it out. calendarhealth.fitness.
Ooh, and that's beautiful. We truly appreciate your time, my man. And all of you people that are plugging us in your ear, in them speakers, wherever you are, running. I was going to say jogging. It's not the same thing, kind of different. Driving
You can skip
truck.
if you want.
Yeah. Or if you're in your beautiful tractor. It's almost harvest season, baby. This is Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. I'm your host, Stevie V, signing out.
Josh and
Cyral, out.
Click them links below.